Hello, welcome. What's up? It's TT here. Right on for joining me today. Um, I'm gonna get us an oracle message for today, and yeah, let's get it popping. Here I go. I'm trying to figure out my mood. No, what I'm really trying to do is teach myself that not trying. Let me correct my words. I want to say that I am learning more and more every day to be comfortable in the skin I am in and know that who I am is a lot. You feel me? It's a lot of different things. And it's okay to be just as I am. And I am happy to be who I am. And I love who I am. And I am comfortable with who I am. And I proudly express myself in the world. Thank you, God. Okay, let's see what's popping. God, angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, archangels, spirit animals, spirit guides. Thank you for coming into this reading. Thank you for giving us the message for our highest good. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you that when we believe something is for us and we feel it in our spirit that it's for us, that we are courageous, we are authentic, we are passionate, we are obedient. I'm thankful that we embody those things as we serve our callings. Thank you for the message for our highest good today. One at a time, please. One at a time, please, angels. One at a time. Communication. Communication. Our communication is important to the world right now. Our transparent, honest, unfiltered communication in every area of our life is important. I feel like a lot of us are learning how to express ourselves. We are learning to express ourselves from a standpoint of wanting to be received. Because I feel like the point of communication is to have somebody receive the information you're trying to communicate. You feel me? So a lot of us are building confidence in our communication. Our communication is important because our authentic communication is important. Because we are giving each other lessons by communicating how we feel, communicating our unique ideas. It's all essential in the growth and the healing of the world. And I feel like we need to be confident in our communication skills, because when we express ourselves for our highest good and from our hearts, that it doesn't matter if people don't understand that. That's what we need to stand on. Because for one, you're setting yourself free by communicating your ideas, your communicating your boundaries, communicating your emotions. We are inadvertently, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that word right, but we are teaching people. We making people, we are looking at ourselves because of our our open dialogue and honest communication is making us look at ourselves and see the growth and be proud of the growth. But we cannot be like, don't be intimidated if you feel like people don't understand or understand your communication. Give it to me, please. What I'm trying to say is that don't get discouraged if your communication is not perceived or interpreted how you wish it could be. As long as it's true to you, that's what matters. Because when you start communicating yourself in an authentic way, it's going to transform your life, and it's first going to start with, I feel like, people around you. So be ready for that, and stand strong in your mindset, the one that feels healthy for you. Okay. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God. Communication. Pick up your phone and make that call. There's something you need to communicate, and now's the time to do it. You can see this mermaid communicating with the turtle. This shows the communication can take many forms. If not, it's not only verbal, but can also be telepathic. Animals communicate using colors and frequencies. Perhaps you feel that things were left unsaid in a recent conversation. Sometimes we can get tongue-tied during an honest encounter and the words just won't flow. If this is the case, you can write a letter, an email, or a text. It's vital to articulate things that are important to you, and writing them down is a great way to do this. You can then choose to send the communication to the other person or not. You'll know what to do with it once you've expressed your feelings. Sometimes we don't have the opportunity to express the things we wish to because the other person has passed on. If this is the case, using the method of writing everything down can be very cathartic. It could be that someone wishes to communicate with you and you're not giving them the space to do so because you think you won't like what they have to say. If you have an active imagination, things can seem bad when the reality is often less harsh. When we communicate with love and compassion, we can experience miraculous breakthroughs. This mermaid is also saying you could be called to mediate between other people's communications to ensure both sides are heard. And it could be time to consider training to become a counselor, or perhaps it will be beneficial for you to see one for yourself and get things off of your chest. So yes, and I'm feeling like that's the main reason that our communication is important, because the way we teach others with how we feel, because even if somebody is not receptive to your communication or your feelings, sometimes that will trigger them to, most of the times, that will trigger them to go in a space and just evaluate themselves, something about themselves. Either that'll help them build a stronger boundary somewhere in the future, or either that'll be a reflection of something in them that they may have been denying that they possessed. You feel me? And something that they feel like they need to work on just by you being authentic about how you feel about shit. So that's why it's important to keep standing on what you think and feel and communicate it to people. Thank you, God. Okay, let's... Thank you, God, angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, archangels, spirit guides. Yes, thank you, communication. And my life has definitely changed since I started communicating, and I still feel like I got so much growth to go, but I'm not rushing it. I'm learning to embrace where I'm at right now. Keep going, keep being proud of myself, keep encouraging myself, keep getting better. I get better every day, but I'm grateful for where I am right now. Because I have to be here first. I have to be here now. We have to be here right where we at. It's all a purpose for it. Call your spirit back home. What I'm feeling off of this card is looking outside of self to fill the void that can only be filled to get the understanding, to get the connected feeling. Is nothing outside of us. It's inside of us. Like, it's time to spend more time with self and not only meditating, because I feel like when we meditate, we be trying to not think, we be trying to stop our brain. I feel like it's time to like sit down with self with no distractions, no social media, no people, no TV, no weed, food. Sit with self and observe our thoughts and observe them from a space of not judging ourselves, but just observe them and see how they make you feel, but not in a way that you're going to judge the things that you're thinking. We, us are thinking. That's how we call our spirit back home. Then we fucking compile the things that make us feel great, make us feel purposeful, and that's how we find our spirit. That's how we call our spirit home. Writing, sitting with yourself, having actual dialogue with ourselves, because when we talking to ourselves, we don't be talking to ourselves. We be like channeling angels and our guides and stuff. We just ain't aware of that. That's when we getting guidance, when we can just really sit and talk to ourselves and don't judge ourselves. Give us the same. Give ourselves the safe haven we would extend to other people in our circle, our family and friends. Give where we'll sit with them and listen to them and not judge them. We give that to ourselves and evaluate what makes us feel great and makes us feel like we contributing and doing our part in the world. That's how we call our spirit back home. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you, God, angels, spirit guides, ascending masters, archangels. It's not outside of us. Okay, if one don't come out now, I'm gonna just do a spread and pull one. Divine Matrix. Number 44 was the number of the last card that I pulled. Wait a minute, or it was on page 44. I know I'm not tripping. 44 is definitely, because I feel like I seen this number earlier today too. Yep, see, the page on communication is 44, what I was reading. Ooh, can't hardly see. Yeah, but that was 44, and this card number is 44 too. Divine Matrix. Divine Matrix. How I'm interpreting this card is that we are creating anything we want. Everything that we experience around us is something that we created with our divine imagination. how we perceive and see and expect. I feel like we shouldn't even have expectations. Yes, I don't know. I feel double-ended about that because we should always expect the best for ourselves. Like I feel like you should have expectations, but in a vague way that leaves space for the universe to create it. Like we should have expectations to go outside and be our best self that we can be today. Even if our best looks like being in a low vibration, that's still being our best. But we shouldn't have the expectation of all the time that I'm gonna walk down this street straight and I'm not gonna have to look left or right to cross the street. You feel me? Like that's not a real expectation. So this divine matrix card is just telling me that the universe is speaking to us all around us, and it's telling us our own story, because it's a matrix and we creating what we want to see with our mind. Now I'm interested to see what the real I ain't gonna say the real, I'm interested to see what the definition is in the book says. And then this has a mind with like the wheel around it and blooming flowers, and it's just telling us to, if we not feeling what's going on in our lives, if we want to see something better, then we have to look at things a different way so we can start creating the things that we want to see, because we are divinely creating our matrix. Number 44 card. Number 44, the realm of spirit, the knowledge that we are all divine beings, part of a tapestry, weaving our dreams into a fabric of reality, synchronicity, learning to trust the way things unfold. Do you ever wonder how synchronicities have come together? These meaningful coincidences move life forward in ways we might not understand at the time. We can get trapped in the idea that the world is a place of separate parts with space between, because true quantum spiritual nature of reality can be confusing. Imagine that everything possible under the sun is waiting to be claimed. You are not separate from what you desire to manifest. Everything is intrinsically connected without a vast living web of life, a divine matrix. Even that which you have not yet observed as part of your life experiences is still connected to you. It remains dormant until you choose it. Life operates on life's terms as well. You don't live in a vacuum. So you are surrounded by a multitude of realities that were brought to life by others. These can surely affect you if you allow them to. But as your thread, your luminous life force, your courageous dream is part of a tapestry of life. You're being invited to be conscious of the pattern you are weaving. Isn't it amazing to know you have such power inherent in you just by being alive? You will see the evidence of the truth as this divine matrix today. It is in you. What you do matters. All manner of miracles are waiting for you to lay claim on them. You ready? Man. Yes. I'm ready. Yes. I'm letting life unfold for me, for my highest best, because I trust that I'm always where I'm supposed to be. Thank you, God, for that message. I'm going to end this with the Rebel. I always end with the Rebel deck. I like the Rebel deck. Thank you, guys. Okay, it's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out of your ass pronto. So this card is making me feel being distracted and distracting yourself and distracting ourselves. So yeah, it's dark and you can't fucking see a thing. Get your head out your ass. Center ourselves, be with ourselves, listen to ourselves, pay attention to our real thoughts, not the thoughts that we getting programmed with on social media, with other people ideas and stuff. We have to be careful. I think that was in the reading yesterday about spending too much time on social media, and it ain't even just about social media. It's about the different energies and where they coming from and where we putting our focus on. So I feel like we need to detox not only what we eat, but what we paying attention to, and who we listening to, who we being around. So that's how I interpret that. And I'm going to end this video here, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Right on for tapping in. Be sure if you get it this far and you like my vibe and you feeling me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Show your girl some love, leave a comment, share this video, and I will be back on here again soon. Deuces.